Hello friends, I hope all are doing well. Today is 23 December 2025. I am here to share with you today's most important and interesting news. So let's start without delay. First news about our Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated fertilizer plant at Namru in Assam, and the cost of that plant is around 10.6 lakh crore rupees. But one thing's here I want to tell you why India required inaugurated that plant, because India import fertilizer from various countries around 7 billion US dollar. Let's see which countries were there. Russia 2 billion US dollar, Saudi Arabia 2 billion US dollar, China 1 billion US dollar. There on Morocco 1 billion US dollar and Oman 1 billion US dollar is equal to total 7 billion US dollar we import from the various countries fertilizer, and India want make a self-reliant. So that reason India decided taken a decision and open that project, and that huge project beneficial a little bit for the reduced import. Let's see how many types of fertilizer. There has major 4 types of fertilizer which helpful for the farmers and they use in their farm: urea, DAP, MOP, NP and NPK. Let's see one by one. Urea gives nitrogen and approximately 36 million ton required as in India. So India import urea from the various country approximately 30 million ton and they are required 6 million ton. And India recently manufacture the fertilizer plant approximately 1.27 million ton produce. So already India has 30 urea factories and those factories produce 30 million ton, and recently factory produce 1.27, that means total 32 around million ton India produce. So we need a required 4 million ton from the various country. Let's see next DAP. DAP stand for diammonium phosphorus. Diammonium phosphorus, it's approximately 10 million ton required in the India, and India produce only 60%. That means we required 40% DAP from the various countries. Next MOP. MOP required only 5%. That means MOP stand for muriate phosphate. Muriate phosphates, it's required in India has around 2 million ton, and India 100% import from the other countries, and India hasn't the factory of the MOP. Next NP and NPK. NP stand for nitrogen, phosphorus, and NPK stand for nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Those fertilizer India import from the various countries and those factory hasn't India. That means India used urea most of in our farm. So let's see pros and cons. Pros, talking about the pros there has, whenever we established any factories in our nation, that times create a job. Whenever create a job, it's directly effect on the per capita income. It's increasing the per capita income. When they increase per capita income, it's a help to our GDP, and the GDP will be growth. That means help to reduce poverty, learn new things, learn a new skill, and showing to the all world, so we are able to become as a self independent and the self reliant. It's a benefit for that project. Let's see cons. Approximately 5 years lengthy procedure there has for the build that project, and no other fertilizer make in that factory. That means there has only urea gives nitrogen, so only urea fertilizer made in that factory. Other fertilizer we must be import from the other countries. So if that factory has the ability to the produce those types of fertilizer like a DAP, MOP and NP and NPK, remind those fertilizer, thereon it will be helpful to the beneficiary. And I want to here mention fertilizer department doing under work of the Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Let's move toward the next news. Next news about GRSE delivered INS Anjadeep to Indian Navy on 22 December 2025. Let's see what is INS Anjadeep. INS Anjadeep, it is anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft. It's a very beneficial to our nation. And what is GRSE? GRSE, it is company which manufacture ship and provide to the our defense sector, that means our Indian Navy. What is stand for? GRSE. GRSE stand for Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineer. It is company which are manufacture Andrala classes ships. What is Andrala? Andrala classes, it is very helpful ship. It is very helpful craft which needed only 2.7 meter deep water, and it's doing a work against a submarine. That means it's anti-submarine warfare. And Indian Navy ordered total 16 shallow water craft, and there has two companies which manufacturing shallow water craft. India has two companies, but which one? First GRSE and the second Cochin Shipyard Limited. Cochin Shipyard Limited, it's located in the Kochi, and that company manufacturing Mahe classes submarine. Mahe classes, there has 8 submarine, and Andrala classes, there has also 8 submarine. That means it's not a submarine, it's an anti-submarine, it's a craft, and it's doing work against the anti-submarine. So let's see one by one. Both company manufacture those submarine, but India why needed? Because India share 11,000 kilometer coastline, and it's a very huge, and mainland share 7,000, and United Territory, that means island, share 3,000 kilometer coastline. So that reason India required those types of craft which helpful in the shallow water and also narrow way. India has deployed it at that location. Toward the south side there has Sri Lanka, there on Arabian Sea toward the west side, and east side Bay of Bengal, and around the India there has the island, and whenever island has their present, so that time we need small and very fast, quick fast shallow water craft, and those two types of INS Mahe and INS Andrala, those classes shallow water craft very helpful for us. And also there has radar which very helpful to find out the location of the enemy submarine. Sonar, advanced developed system mounted on both craft, as well as both craft have the power fight against the enemy submarine. There has 6,000 it's a number of the rocket, and that rocket work against the submarine inside the water. They required only 2.7 meter depth from the surface of the water. So that reason India built those submarine, and it's showing to the all world we made and become self-reliant. The pros and cons, let's see discuss. Pros over there, it's very helpful for our Indian Navy. Second, become a self-reliant our nation, promote Make in India project. Third, we reduce the export, we not depend to the other countries, like the sea of the God called the Netherlands country called the Sea of the God, and recently we made a deal with the Netherlands regarding the ship, that means it's a submarine. So we depend not fully on the Netherlands, we not fully depend on the Russia and other countries. It's a required for us because whenever we produce any product in our nation, so that time increase the job and reduce the unemployment rate and poverty also. That means it's a help to the our youngster. Our pollution will be increase in our nation whenever open the factories, because whenever any factory manufacture any part, so that time increase the pollution. It's a bad effect for the environment, but there has the also good things, that means increase the population. It's a growth the youngster, and when increase the youngster, so that time we required the job, and whenever those types of factories build the any types of things, so they are required the workers, and when our youngster joined that factory, it's learn the new skill, and that new skills help to save their money, earn their money, and save their families background. So that reason it's very helpful for our nation. Let's move toward the next news. Next news about France and India. Yes, head of the French army, General Ferry Chill, he visited in India in the month of the October. But in this year, twice time he visited. In the month of the February, that time he visited in India and he saw the power of the Pinaka. Means whenever during the demonstration of the Pinaka in the Rajasthan, so that time the General Perry Chill, he visited there and attended that demonstration, and he really shocked because the Pinaka power, it's a very beneficial for our defense sector, and recently think wanted to buy Pinaka from the India. The cost of the Pinaka around 500 crore rupees, and it's a very cheapest price according by the General French Chile. So he decided buy the Pinaka from the India. But why required France? France country, it is the biggest and very developed country in the all world. So why required that Pinaka system for the France? Because recently the conflict regarding the Russia and the Ukraine, and both country fight each other like as a war, and very create a badly situation between both countries, and France think we need to buy Pinaka long range air defense system, and it's very beneficial to them. Let's see the technical data of the Pinaka. Pinaka manufactured by the DRDO, that means not only the DRDO, but there has the like mixed economy. There has the government sector plus the private sector, private companies, both are doing together work and manufacture the Pinaka defense system. It's like multi-barrel air defense system. It's playing a crucial role. Let's see one by one the technical data. Pinaka missile system has rocket 214 mm, and the range there has 4 types of the ammunition. Mark 1 range 38 km, Mark 2 the range 60 km, Mark 1 ER range 38 km, and guided missile range 75 km. And only there has a guided missile which help of the GPS, it's accurately hit to the target, and it's a range of 75 km and the more. So that reason that Pinaka system very effectively playing a crucial role for our defense sector, and France also want it. There has every Pinaka system, there has total 12 tube launcher, and within 40 seconds approximately 18 launch the missile. So that means within a minute destroy the target. The price of a Pinaka system of around 500 crore rupees, and one rocket price 75 lakh rupees. It's a very high price, but it's the cheapest price compared with the USA and Russian missile system. So that reason France want missile system from the India. Let's see the benefit for India. India become a self-reliant First, second things, whenever we export our defense equipment to the other country, so that country is very powerful. That country has the veto power. So that reason, every country of the world really surprised and shocked when France buy Pinaka from the India, because that time every country think India has very biggest and dangerous Pinaka system. Let's move toward the next news. Next news about DRDO and RRU. DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, and RRU, Rashtriya Raksha University, both are signed an agreement. It's called Memorandum of Understanding. What is Memorandum of Understanding? Memorandum of Understanding, that means it's gives the promise each other and it's a beneficial to both of them. That means DRDO has the skill, manufacture the weapon, manufacture the equipment, as well as the satellite and all necessary things for develop our nation, protect our nation, and the technology. Those things has in the DRDO. And RRU, it's a stand for Rashtriya Raksha University. It has the smartest and smart student as well as the teachers. That means the education background has in the RRU and the technology has in the DRDO, and both when doing a work together, so that time become a result very brilliant and very achievable. That means DRDO and RRU both are signed and momentum of understanding at the New Delhi on 22 December 2025. That time there has the president, our defense minister, and RRU, Rashtriya Raksha University, the main head, and both are discussed approximately 7 things. Which 7 things they discuss there? I have the short tricks. That means research, train, plan, and fix. What is research? Research there has a 3R. That means they research together on the work. For example, DRDO has the capacity to build any weapon. So weapon manufactured by the DRDO, and there has the knowledge about the how utilize that weapon, that things are teaches by the RRU. So when both are doing a work each other, that time that weapon build a very beneficiary, increase the range, make the design very sufficient, and that weapon will be helpful in the 3 session. So that reason research together, that very helpful each other. Second thing, raise the smart student. That means DRDO has the knowledge about the weapon equipment and manufacturing system, and RRU has the education background. So DRDO think give the PhD to the student of the RRU and the teacher. When manufacture any weapon, manufacture any satellite, that program must be understand by our citizen and the soldier. Those things learned by the RRU. When RRU student learn those things, thereon they launch the program, and that program its awareness to the all soldiers and the citizen. It is the second things. Third things, that means when they research any things and when they provide the information to the civilian, so they are required the future plan. Means they've identified the problems of the future, and when they identify the problem of the future, so that time they build new things in the life. Next, train, that means teaches each other. RRU has the education, that means RRU follow the education things, and DRDO follow the military law. Both has the different types of the law. So when they share each other the knowledge, so that time it's a create the innovation, and when create the innovation, it's a helpful to our nation become as a self-reliant. Next, train each other, it's a best. But what is their second things? The second things, whatever gain the knowledge by the RRU from the DRDO, that knowledge provided to the all soldier, it's required. So both are signed a MOU on that things which are helpful for the soldiers and the citizen. Second, fix. Fix, that means DRDO only manufacture the weapon equipment and satellite, and that when give to the any defense forces, so they are required the maintenance, and that maintenance identify will be by the RRU. When RRU have the knowledge, have the education and the things about the future, so RRU identify easily the problem, and that problem when they discuss with the DRDO, so both are doing a work, take care of that equipment and give the maintenance. And last 7 things, that means the plan. That means the plan of the future. Presently 2025, we see the present situation, present scenario, and we discuss regarding only the present. But after 10 to 15 year, world will be changed. After 10 to 15 year, our India become as a development, and after 10 to 15 year, every country has the new technology. Presently artificial intelligence is there, but after 10 to 15 year, their advanced technology will become, it's called artificial general intelligence. So we need to update each other. Whenever we update our software of the mobile, so we require to update our ideology. So both are doing a work each other on the future plan. So let's see the pros and cons. Pros are very much, and I share already the pros. First pros I want to here mention, become as a self-reliant our nation to the all world. Whenever both technology and teaching skill doing a work each other, so that means the beneficiary learn better things and to do the work better. If I want to here mention the example, if you purchased any mobile from the market and you haven't knowledge about how it is utilized and which features has it there, so you can't doing a better services of that mobile. But you learn that things from the best resources, thereon you easily understand the concept, understand the features and utilize in your life. So that reason we not required only the things, we must be required the technology with how it is used. So learning things, it is most important part of our life. So that reason both are when doing a work together, it's a beneficial to all civilians, students and the defense sector also. Second things, India make a self-reliant, and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi always focused on the Atmanirbhar Bharat. That means a self-reliant our nation, because we just see regarding the farmer, we approximately $7 billion import fertilizer from the other countries. Regarding the defense sector, approximately 70% defense equipments we import from the other countries. Means whenever increase the import, so that times it's badly kicked to our GDP and reduce our per capita income. So we need manufacture the equipment, manufacture the fertilizer, manufacture the various types of the things in our nation and export to the other countries. When exporting other countries, so that time it's a help to us. I want to here mention the example of BrahMos missile. BrahMos missile manufactured by the India with the help of the Russia. So both countries manufacture missile in India, so that reason called Make in India. So that missile recently Philippines and Indonesia want to purchase that missile from the India for save their protect for the nation. It is the best example for the Make in India. Recently France won Pinaka missile system from the India. Yes, Pinaka missile system manufactured by the DRDO. And that missile system when we exported to the France, because France have the veto power, we purchased a Rafale 36 from the France in the year of 2016. So that reason when we any equipment export to the other countries, so that time all countries which are located in the world really shocked and they think India has the power regarding the defense equipment. So that news very helpful for our nation. And regarding the cons, whenever RRU student are doing a work with the DRDO, so that time security lost, because DRDO hide their information. DRDO they secure their information, and when student go to there, they use their mobile phones and catch the photo. Maybe that information will be leaked. So coordination will be not good between the both civilian and army person. That means army law and the civil law, there has the difference. Civil law has the freedom, but army law hasn't the freedom regarding the spread the information. So must be follow the rules regulation by the RRU. Thereon the result seeing very best in the future, and India become independent, India become self-reliant within a 5 to 10 year. So thank you so much friends who are listening and watching this video. That information very helpful for your upcoming examination. Thank you so much.